All right, so you're tuning in today with J-Hen Travel Talkback, and I have two guests here with me today, Blaze and Millie Mills. So they're going to talk a little bit about a trip that they recently were on. So if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to the audience, and then let us know what trip you guys are going to be talking to us about today.
Well, my name is Blaze, and we took a little trip on the Carnival Dream.
And my name is Millie, and I took a trip on a Carnival Dream also, and had a good time. It was pretty fun.
Great time, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us back to how this trip started out and how did it come about?
Well, for me, it started off with my brother asked me if I wanted to go, and me basically saying, you know what, live a little. You don't get to do too much, and always wanted to go on the cruise. I like the water. And where we were going, I always wanted to go, so hey, it was a no-brainer for me.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, family and friends said they were booking a cruise in October around Halloween. It was a Carnival Dream. They told me all the perks, all the things to be expected from going on the cruise, and it was a no-brainer for me too. I just hopped along with it.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So was there any like first time experience for you guys? Where did you guys leave out of to go on your cruise?
Left from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. One of my first times, well, not one of, first time flying, scared the crap out of me, but I made it through.
Okay.
And landed in New Orleans. And yeah, it was a weird experience, but it was worth it, well worth it.
Okay.
And me, I left out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin too. First time flying. Sat by the window, a little nervous, but liked the view. Enjoyed my flight. Had a good experience looking out the window, checking things out, the scenery. We landed in New Orleans at a very nice hotel. It was around a lot of restaurants, a lot of events we went to downtown in New Orleans. We went to Bourbon Street, had a good time there. Just had an overall good trip getting to the cruise ship. And then we docked and left from New Orleans. Yep.
Okay. All right. And so where did you guys stay at? Did you guys stay in a hotel downtown?
Well, we stayed at a hotel by the airport and close to everything, stores, shopping centers, malls. Actually, literally like 2 blocks away from the mall, so that was always a plus for me. Food, restaurants, barbershop, whatever you need was within walking distance.
Okay. And so you went to the casino on one of the nights that you were there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And in the casino, we had drinks, played a little, I believe, poker, I think it was. I'm not sure. I didn't play. Not a gambler like that. But we had drinks that had live band entertainment. Got to take pictures with the guys, nice band. It was a great experience, man. Great.
Okay. All right. And then as far as other nightlife, did you guys go downtown? What else did you guys experience while you were in New Orleans to make this trip kind of memorable?
Well, for me, we went downtown, and it was Halloween, so we also got a chance to see everybody in their costumes, things like that. They was partying, a lot of bars on Bourbon Street. If you drink, you can get toe up on Bourbon Street. You know what I mean? They got plenty of food and things like that. They got a nice pizza spot down there on Bourbon. Strip clubs if you want to see some booties. They got a nice city in New Orleans where it's a lot of events and things to do. So for me, it was real fun just going out and having a good time.
Okay.
Getting some drinks before we even went to the
And
ship.
may I recommend New Orleans' famous drink, the hand grenade.
Oh, so you guys did go and you guys had the hand grenade.
The
So
hand grenades,
and-
man.
Oh, yeah, we know
Awesome.
about
I
the
had the
hand
horny
grenades.
alligator.
okay,
It was also quite delicious, but I also tried the hand grenade,
okay.
and it was everything they said it was.
All right. So were you guys feeling pretty good after drinking the hand grenades?
Oh yeah, we was
Very
feeling
good.
real good.
Okay. So if you're out there, you've never been to New Orleans, or if you if you have a cruise that's gonna be porting out of New Orleans, go to Bourbon Street, get that hand grenade, take it from these guys, Blaze
It
and Millie.
will blow you away.
The hand grenade is the drink to get when you're down there on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah, that's that drink.
Okay, and so what was the Halloween feel like? What would you rate it as? Was it like just Was it normal? Were people over the top with their costumes?
Wow.
What type of costumes did you guys see?
It was crazy. Some stuff you would never see probably where you stay or whatever. But New Orleans, hey, that's New Orleans. They love it. The history and just with Mardi Gras and everything like that, man. The costumes were ridiculous, ridiculous.
Yeah, we seen SWAT team down there. Females dressed up as the SWAT team patted us down. We also had
One time I was happy to get patted down.
Spider-Man out there, Batman out there. We got the Joker out there. A lot of different costumes. A lot of people just having a good time, man.
Everybody just want to have a good time.
Okay, all right. Did you guys throw any beads?
No,
Any bead action?
I didn't
New
get
Orleans.
to throw beads,
Urban
but I
Street.
did receive some beads.
Okay. All right. So overall, you say New Orleans is a good city to go out pre-cruise and to maybe stay overnight, have some fun before you even get started out on your cruise.
I recommend that you take at least 2 nights in New Orleans, because New Orleans, you can't experience everything in one day. It's beautiful, wonderful, so much old Renaissance feeling. I don't know if that's the right word, but it was just wonderful seeing the old developments that's still standing and made it through the hurricane and everything. It's just a beautiful experience. And like I said, the people in New Orleans, they are generally good, wonderful people.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's take us to the actual cruise. What was it like when it was time to board the ship, or before you were boarding the ship? Take us through that process.
When we was boarding the ship, they there's a line you gotta stand in, but they get you through pretty quick. They make sure they really efficient, make sure everybody's safe, make sure ain't nobody bringing no weapons or nothing like that onto the cruise ship. And they get you through pretty fast. As soon as you get on the ship, it's beautiful. You see this huge ship, man. It's 3, 4, 5, 6 city blocks. I don't know exactly, but it's beautiful. You walk in, it's like they spared no expense, man. It's really nice. Make you feel like you're rich.
First time I've ever been in a boat with a elevator. Amazed me. Ship with an elevator, several floors. Almost felt like I was in a hotel on the sea. I guess that's what you can basically call
Pretty
it,
much, yeah. I think that's a good
5-star
explanation.
hotel.
17-star hotel.
Right.
So pretty much a hotel
Yeah.
on the sea,
Water,
and that's kind of why people, I think, sometimes choose to go on cruises, because it's like you have this movable hotel versus you getting up yourself and go to your next destination while you're partying, chilling, eating, swimming, going to shows. So take us through, as being first time cruisers. What was it anything that took you off guard, or that you had to learn once you got on the ship, or through the boarding process?
Well, for me, probably the most, I don't know if you want to say troublesome, because I didn't have really too many troubles, but the only thing that I was really taken aback was the not being able to really use cash and having everything uploaded to your card, which was not a problem. I just wasn't expecting that, so
Okay.
But besides that, nothing for me. Yeah, wonderful.
Okay, all right. And so for those that don't know, there is a process where you do have to get a card from the cruise line, and you either have to attach a credit card or a debit card to it, or you have to upload cash. They have kiosks, and you can upload cash in the kiosk, and then that's how you pretty much pay for things on the cruise. A lot of times they will tell you have to put like $250 in cash on the card, when in actuality you can put as much money as you want on the card. I mean, I've done at least $20 or $40. So some people think, I have to have a credit card when I go cruising, or a debit card, or I have to bring so much cash, or I have to spend a lot of money, when in actuality that's not the case. That's a little nugget that they might not tell you when you're asking people or asking around. So that's always important to know about, because people do have questions about, how am I going to spend money, how am I going to purchase things once I'm out there in the water and on the boat. So tell us what your experience was like, as far as your daily experiences while you were on the Carnival Dream.
Well, the daily experience, you wake up and you got a very nice room service, keep your room clean, nice, smelling good, things like that. You wake up, you can go get breakfast, and they have a breakfast buffet actually, and you can get anything you want: eggs, sausages,
Wonderful.
bacon, pancakes,
Yeah.
waffles, all of the above. Man, it's just real. Everything you ever thought of, you wanted for breakfast, they got it right there for you. They you get as much as you want. Eat till your stomach pop. You know. Then they also got the swimming pool open in the morning, the basketball court. They got
Hot
jacuzzis
tubs.
open in the morning.
Spa,
Um,
weight room.
Oh,
weight
spa,
room, the
weight room. You
spa.
know, some people might not think that there's all these things on
Yeah.
a cruise ship.
Yeah.
You guys say like this moving hotel. You got spas,
yeah.
gyms.
And not to mention, if you're trying to get rid of the little ones, they do have a daycare for you. So that's
They
always
got
a positive
daycare
too.
where they got video games, TVs. The kids could play in the arcade all they want, things like that. But,
And they actually win real prizes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Lunchtime you can get burgers, pizza, fish, chicken, tacos, barbecue,
Whatever
just
you can think
salad.
of.
You know, if you want to eat a little healthy, you can get you some salad. They got lemonade, sodas, just all type of food. You know that you eat throughout the whole day. They make sure
Literally
you
24/7.
fed.
Whenever you're hungry, there is something for you.
So
That's
you
one
might
thing you never
be
have to worry
prepared
about.
to kind of gain some weight when you're going on a
Prepared to
cruise.
lose the beach body.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not gonna make it.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. So again, tell us about some of the stuff that you guys experienced in. What did you do like as far as nightlife? What
I
was
liked
that like?
personally a casino because I didn't expect for there to be a casino. And you know, it was a nice meeting place to meet and greet new people. You know, of course, everybody has to have somewhere where you know everybody meets up. You know, because might be in a room and that's just like the meeting spot. And then at nighttime, you know, they have a club actually for teenagers, and then they have a club for adults. So you don't have to ever worry about who's where. I guess they'll just say.
Okay.
But the club, wonderful music. Comedy shows, hilarious.
Yeah, they real
Pure
funny.
hilarious. Entertainment just everywhere. Actually, really, you can just be walking through the hall and somebody's playing a guitar, serenading you or something like that. It's just everything was great.
Okay.
You know, they got magic shows
magic shows
on the boat. You know, when we went, it was around Halloween.
Mhm.
So they did the costume contest, and everybody dressed up in different outfits. Everybody taking pictures. You got to see all different type of people, just really having a good time, enjoying themselves. They also have the karaoke. If you like to sing,
Oh,
you
okay.
can go
All
check out the karaoke. It's so much on the ship that you're gonna be entertained, and they're gonna keep you entertained from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep.
You're not gonna want to leave.
No,
Okay.
you ain't gonna want to leave.
Okay.
You want to stay there forever.
And so, how was the Halloween aspect? Because you go from New Orleans, and you said they were over the top with the Halloween experience. Now you get on this cruise ship, the Carnival Dream, in October, and you say Halloween. They had Halloween festivities on there as well.
Yeah, Halloween on the cruise ship was pretty much just like Halloween in New Orleans.
Okay.
Crazy people dressed in over the top costumes. Everybody's just looking to have a good time. Just fun in the sun or shade, I guess, because it's nighttime. But you know, just fun all the way around. I don't know.
You know, you can go to certain decks on the boat, and it may be a whole party going on the Lido deck or something. You know what I mean? As soon as you wake up or in the afternoon, they just out there dancing. They got music playing constantly, songs that'll keep you woke and entertained and having a good time. Yeah.
Okay. So even traveling in November, because sometimes people are always nervous about should I take a cruise in December, November, October, and so even in October, November, when you guys were traveling, it was all right and pretty cool to be able to go on the deck. And
I would have to say the whole time we were there, we did not experience weather under 70 degrees.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Weather, temperature, beautiful.
Not
Don't
much
worry
rain
about-
either.
So during your time of cruising, was there ever a time to kind of be bored on the ship, or
Bored? I don't even think I remembered that word while I was on the ship. Non-stop
Okay.
action, non-stop fun. If you needed something to do, there was something to do, guaranteed.
Yep, there ain't no dull moment for you.
Mhm.
And just sitting back, enjoying the sunrise and the sunset, and looking at the beautiful view you catch.
with a nice drink in your
with
hand.
the drink. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then what about movement of the boat? Was that an issue for you guys at all? Because sometimes people are afraid, thinking a boat is going to be moving or get motion sickness or seasick.
That was one of my biggest concerns because, like I said, I've never really been on a ship or airplane like that. But you really barely notice that you're moving. If you don't look and actually see that you're moving, you're not really gonna notice that you're moving.
Yeah, it feel like you're not moving at all. Boat real smooth. You know what I mean? You could just cruise, man. You cruising really, so the boat ain't like it's going too fast, so you'll never really notice the waves or anything like that. Just really smooth ride, smooth sailing.
All right. And then I guess one of the important things we didn't get to is where did you guys actually go? Where did you go? Where did you have to get off? We need to get into that.
The
Let's
best
talk
parts.
about the things that you saw when you stepped off. Things we didn't get to is where did you guys actually go? Where did you go? Where did you have to get off? We need to get into that.
The best part.